AI is absolutely changing the game for real estate and real estate marketing, but it's also a slippery slope. Andrew Duncan, the Duncan Duo team, LPT Realty, it's a slippery slope because there's so much editing and video creation abilities that are out there, but it's also a slippery slope because it can make the property not actually look like the property. And you have to be careful. You have to have truth in advertising. If you edit a listing photo to remove everything from the room and then change the colors and do all these things, effectively, you're falsely advertising because that customer is going to show up and be like, wait a second, this isn't the house. There's junk everywhere. So we have clients all the time saying, hey, you can pop this into Grok. You can use Imagine. You can use things. Look, I use these things every day. But you also have to understand that if you go too far with it, you're going to have really ticked off customers. You're going to have complaints. Your home's not going to sell. People are going to be let down. You can't go so far with the editing that it looks like an animation. It has to look real. It has to be authentic. It has to represent the property that they're actually getting. So, of course, you can edit, you can brighten, you can improve saturation, but changing colors and changing floors and moving things around and, you can hide the stains in the driveway. The stains in the driveway are still going to be there when somebody buys the home. If I remove the stains and they're there, then they've got a right to, cancel or make a claim. So a lot of customers have to understand that it is a very slippery slope when it comes to photo editing right now. But one thing that I think AI has brought to the real estate table that's pretty amazing is the data from a home value perspective. We have a service, and you can go to duncanduo.com. You can type in your address. We're actually using AI data as well as data from every known source out there for home values. So, for example, there's some really big websites that everyone goes to that they look up their home value. They're using their own data. And a lot of times it's wrong. It's massively wrong. I've sold homes for hundreds of thousands of dollars above those valuations, and I've sold homes for hundreds of thousands of dollars below those valuations. The data is just from one source. What ours does at duncanduo.com is we're blending the sources from all of those places, from all the major real estate websites that give out home value, from other automations, and we're weaving it into AI, and that's how we're determining and updating and keeping you up to date on your value. We're putting AI to use through our tool with Fellow. So again, if you want the most up-to-date value for your home that uses all the data, just go to duncanduo.com. And look, it's not foolproof. AI is not foolproof. It can't replace real estate agents, and it can't actually walk through your house. It's using data. Sometimes it's evaluating images. If there's images of your property out there, it can help with that. But also, we've had people say, hey, value my property. Here's the images from when I bought it. Okay, they bought it 3 years ago, and then we go out to look at the property, and it don't look like it did 3 years ago. Okay, so it's like, I've looked at cars before where the guys tell me, oh, yeah, it's perfect. And then I get out there, and they sent me photos from when they bought it when it was perfect. Now it's beat to crap. So you have to understand it. The data can only go so far where you still have to have a human element to it, or really, really recent photos and videos that aren't, AI edited to make it look like it doesn't look. But our home value side at duncanduo.com, again, it's using AI. It's going to keep you updated. And then we have the human element. So our agents review those home value inquiries, and then we're going to reach out to you. And of course, if you're not interested in selling, that's fine. We're still going to reach out to you to offer you the service of saying, hey, is there anything different about your home than what public records show? Have you made upgrades or improvements? We're going to try and get you that most accurate value that we can give you, because we're going to take all the AI and all the data that's blended together to give us what we believe is the most accurate value in the marketplace. And we're going to turn around and then add the human element. We're going to make some updates to it. So again, duncanduo.com. And that actually works. Our website works for property anywhere in the country. The service that we use is opted into by agents nationally. So if you did want to sell, we could certainly refer you to an agent in that market. But if you own a property in Chicago or Indianapolis or Los Angeles or New Mexico or Tulsa, no matter where you own a property in the U.S., if you go to duncanduo.com, you can type in your address and it's going to spit out a home value for you. And then there's going to be a human that's going to reach out and say, hey, how can I help you? Are you just thinking about it? Are you just, what is it that you're wanting to do? How can we update your value? What do you think's wrong about it? What are the features of your home that have improved or not improved since you bought it last? So hopefully that can help some people out there get the right data. Everyone wants to know what their home is worth. Everyone wants to know what their neighbor's home sold for. They want to know the goods on the neighbors. Do they have? Here's another one that we get a lot. I got a neighbor that, you're a nosy neighbor, right? If you're sitting at home right now and you're curious, are any of your neighbors in foreclosure? Have any of your neighbors been missing their mortgage payments? That's all information you can get if you plug in your address at duncanduo.com. It's going to give you kind of the landscape of the neighborhood, and you're going to be able to poke around and see some information about what's going on in the hood. And if you're a real estate agent, it's a tool that we offer to everyone that joins our company. It is an incredible tool that allows our agents to communicate better with their clients, keep them updated on interest rates, which we know there's going to be some changes to that in the future, as well as just an extra tool to keep real estate information that's sticky and valuable with their own customized dashboard in front of their clients. So if you're a real estate agent, you don't have that. Maybe you're unhappy where you are. Maybe you're looking for a new opportunity. We're definitely in growth mode. We're adding agents every single month. You can go to jointheduo.com. You can reach out to me on any of the socials, and you can apply directly for an open position. You can also set an appointment on our calendar to have a consultation, private, confidential consultation about what it is that we do differently and why we are going to thrive regardless of what's happening in the marketplace. But I want to preface that by saying that we want real estate agents that are going to work. If you're somebody that just wants money to rain from the ceiling, we're not the place for you. We're the place that money can rain from the ceiling, but you're going to have to do the work. So if you're a worker, if you're a team player, you want to be part of something bigger and special, and you're not achieving the success that you want, we want to help you get there. We want to hold you accountable to your own goals. So just hit us up at jointheduo.com.